welcome back to the SA Sports Show. Time to talk a little bit of ice hockey.
Ice hockey.
I
This
like
is a
ice
great
hockey.
story, this.
Well, you know, we just talked a tough sport, lacrosse, a little while ago and whatever.
There's probably no tougher, I think.
I think this one here is up there.
It's up there.
It's up there, yeah. But joining us in the studio now, Justine Ruffino and Michael Burgoyne. Welcome, team. Now, Michael, before we start here, mate, what have you got in your hot little hand there?
I've got a traditional football AFL one. So here in South Australia, we call it the pine tube, made of possum skin. But because they're classed as endangered here in Australia, we've actually used the kangaroo skin.
Wow.
Yeah, the history is that Aussie rules was kicked around the old possum skin.
Poor old
back
possum.
in the day, and they wrote the rules up from there. So
Did they skin him first? The possum?
I'm not sure, but I know the ovals were well, the goals were a long way apart, that's for sure, in those days. It was fantastic.
It's an amazing history, isn't it, when you look back at something like that?
Yeah.
Can we have a look at that? We'll put it on
Sure can.
Don't drop it. Yeah.
Don't drop it. Last time I dropped one was 1951. There you go, mate. We'll put that up there.
It's a great story.
That is a great story, isn't it? Because we're talking about ice hockey, but you also play footy as well. So you're a bit of an all-rounder.
Try to do what I can, keep fit, just enjoy playing sports, try something new when I can.
Tell us a bit about it, mate. Tell us a bit about the ice hockey, because I always find it a fascinating sport. You're the captain, actually, of the Kaurna Boomerangs. Am I onto that?
Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
Okay, so you're the captain of that. Where do they play? And because it says here that you're also being picked up by the Adelaide Jokers, and that's another thing we need to find out a little bit about.
So the Kaurna Boomerangs have been around since 2018. We train down at Debenham every Sunday night. Everyone gets around there. We don't really play games in Adelaide. We train up for some trips, and we do a lot of fundraising and looking for sponsors to get young kids out of trouble, keep them out of trouble.
So it's a team.
I have to ask you that, because at school, this virtually kept you in school.
Yeah, it did.
The ice hockey. It virtually kept you going to school so that you could play this game.
Yes.
I find that's fascinating with sport, that it's able to do that. It's able to bring people together, because who knows where you might have been, mate, if you didn't want to stick around and play ice hockey. I don't think you'd be sitting here with us.
Probably very lucky.
Probably not like this, but yeah.
Sitting here with us.
Mate, that's huge for sure. But it is something that kept you in school, and I think that's fine. I think that's brilliant. I think the same thing happened with me. I think I only ever went to school so I could play cricket or footy. I don't think of anything else. I didn't want to study anything or anything.
So it is a program, isn't it?
It is.
Justine, yeah. So how did that program come about?
So the Ice Factor program came about through my mother, Mari Shaw, Casey, I should say, who started it because when I was growing up, I was diagnosed with ADHD and dyslexia.
Okay.
Similar thing. Did not want to go to school. Was not interested at all. And was playing about 5-6 different sports and going with Dad to footy on Saturdays and watching him coach, and was still sort of bouncing off the walls. And then I came across ice hockey, and finally there was some calm in the room. It was definitely a big motivator for me. It took everything out of me, and that was sort of my parents' goal, was to find something that was a real anchor.
Because it helps you, sports and team environment helps you, your social skills, and obviously you want to be with your friends then, and then all of a sudden the school attendances improve, etc., etc. And look, I watched a documentary the other day. I think it's Kaurna, the Boomerangs, and honestly nearly brought a tear to my eye to speak to some now athletes who are playing ice hockey in. Were really finding it difficult in life to say, where's my direction? And the direction that you've been able to give them, I really congratulate you. It was fantastic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think it's a great program.
And the guys, you've gone to Darwin and looking at obviously the opportunity to play not just in Adelaide but around the nation, which is fantastic. Yeah.
Tell us the difference between now, the Kaurna Boomerangs, he's captain.
Yeah.
Where do the Adelaide Jokers fit into this?
Oof, a long way up the ladder. Ice hockey in South Australia, it's a really small community. There's one rink, but there is a really strict system in terms of developing up the ranks. So in ice hockey, if you start out playing, we were talking about somebody just before off camera who plays in a division called ASL. That goes during the summer when we're not playing in the winter. So in the summer, you play in a certain division in order to be qualified for a draft system, which if you're good enough, you get drafted by one of the 5 clubs.
The 5 clubs are who?
The Jokers, the Red Wings, the Blackhawks, the Tigers, and the Falcons. So each of these clubs takes a representative and drafts accordingly. A lot of the clubs will only draft a few players each year, and there will be anything from 20 teams in this ASL league with players, about 15 players per team.
So where does Michael fit into this? The captain
Michael was a free agent. He didn't.
That's the way to play.
He was a free agent because he happens to have a friend at the Adelaide Jokers who might be the president and the coach of one of the A-grade teams, which would be me. So he's also very good friends with my husband, who loves to play Jokers ice hockey. So he was a very easy free agent pick for me.
Okay, so you get a pick. So you pick, and you've picked him from the captain of the Kaurna Boomerangs. To come play with the Jokers.
Make no mistake, I've had a couple of my players taken away from me in the drafts, and I will be getting back at the Tigers next time.
So it's not only just a really important program for kids that need some direction with social skills, but it also gives them a great pathway to one of the 5 teams as well. So, and I watched some of their skills, as I said, when I watched a documentary. They were really good. Like I was really quite surprised that obviously they picked it up so quickly in the 2 or 3 years some have been playing for. So where does the team go to now? Are you up to? I think you've been to Darwin. Are you looking to going again? Or
so we've done Canada as well, and I think after Canada, our big one would be New Zealand. So we would love to consult and do a Maori visit to play against the Maoris. I think that would be amazing. And it would be just an incredible experience. I was talking to a couple Maori players. I was playing in a tournament a couple of years ago, and they came over with a New Zealand team, and they were so keen for it. They really were. I think we're just putting some stuff into place to see if we could possibly make this happen over in New Zealand. So
Well, that's amazing.
It is. Yeah, like I said, honestly, have a look at the Kaurna Boomerangs. It's on the website. And honestly, it's absolutely fantastic seeing these kids, and they're telling about their experiences in family life and also school life. Just come together, and when they scored a goal, it's just like no different than the Matildas the other night with the them scoring a goal. They're all jumping on top of each other, and it was just absolutely brilliant to see.
Well, you chose ice hockey at school.
At school. There
must have been a lot of other sports. I'm looking at your surname. It's a very famous surname as far as AFL goes. Are you related somewhere along the line to these boys?
Along the lines, I think mum's cousins.
Okay. So footy would have been one of them, one of the sports at school. There would have been many, many sports. What drew you to ice hockey?
Well, actually, my older brother and one of the older cousins actually played for the school team in the Ice Factor program. So I was like, if they can do it, I'm sure I can, and followed in their footsteps. But
Well, you've ended up captain.
Oh, for now.
For now.
For now. What's it looking a bit dodgy?
The coach is always changing their minds of everything.
Indecisive, really.
So how's your form, mate? How's your form? Form been good?
That's a good question.
I've scored in the past 5 or 6 games I've played. But
good.
She hasn't been there to see him.
Amazing.
Been busy.
I love it. I love it. We're going to follow it now, mate. We're going to follow it with a little bit of interest. So congratulations to you too, Justine. I think that what you're doing is just amazing. That is just a fantastic thing to do. And I love this fact that you're getting involved in drafts and free agency.
Oh, it's serious business here in Adelaide. Serious business.
So,
you go ask any ice hockey player, it's serious.
So if anybody now is out there thinking, wow, I wouldn't mind having a crack at that, how do they get in touch with you? How do they get in touch with the ice hockey?
Ice Hockey South Australia has their own association. They have a newly appointed president who is fantastic. If you search Ice Hockey South Australia online, there's an inquiries. It'll put you into the correct age bracket, whether you be in juniors, seniors, whatever you need. They will definitely be able to direct you through their inquiries line.
Okay, and you're in season at the present moment?
We are, winter, yep.
Yeah. And how are these boys going? How are they travelling?
Not bad, honestly. He's actually been jumping up a grade a couple of weeks. I noticed he wasn't there. I'm thinking, where'd he go? He's up in B grade, showing off,
We're getting there.
doing his stuff.
We're getting there. Well, I appreciate you guys coming in, really do. Congratulations, Michael. Keep it going, mate. Hope you can get up into do some damage with the jokers. That's what we need you to do, by the sounds of things. But congratulations on what you've done so far, mate. Good luck for the rest of your time. Justine, you too as well. I really like that attitude. I really like your attitude. I'm happy with the draft and the free agency and all that. We never knew that. We didn't know that. Now everybody knows it. So appreciate you coming in, guys. Really do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ice hockey, folks. If you're looking to get a game, just get on the website.
Yeah.
Get on the website and get down to
a lot of
Theberton.
fun.
Get down to Theberton and have a look. That'd be the best bet, I would think.
Spot on.
Okay, we'll be back with more in just a moment.